What's going on, VizBiz? Hey, just getting some stuff done around here today. We talked about this and we agreed we weren't going to discuss this in the videos, but I think that, it's important that we talk about these things. As long as there's bananas in the bistro, lives are going to be changed. Things are different around here, and we need to acknowledge that. So with that being said, just, the line of work that I work in, and I want to make sure that we're discussing this. People are, in general, the behaviors are getting more and more aggressive, right? There's a lot of reasons for it. Number one, if you look at residentially challenged folks, their food source, their, source of income has dramatically dwindled away, right? Survival of the fittest, right? So when people start to, their survival starts getting pressed, obviously the stress levels go up, are a lot quicker to trigger, and that creates a lot of anxiety and emotion, and then they just respond that way. Bottom line is, we're just seeing a huge uptick in challenges with that. And I want to make sure that you're staying safe. I know that, here in Las Vegas, it might be a little bit different than up there. But, you live in the urban city. I just want to make sure that you're being mindful of that, right? But, this goes back to my original conversation with you about the noise, right? The noise in my head and the environment, and, it ties right into everybody else's and what I was just talking about. With that being said, though, I have had a lot of time to think and, to, I guess, overanalyze stuff like I do. And I just thought, man, everybody's just going freaking crazy. If you look at social media, mainstream media, talk to people, friends, family, everybody's like, oh, we're going stir crazy. We don't know what to do with ourselves. We're just going back and forth to the fridge. Everybody's eating and eating and eating, and nobody's doing anything. And, anxiety and stress levels are just going through the roof. And, and I just thought, why? Well, I thought about it. I know why they changed, right? People aren't going out to dinner, the malls, restaurants, video arcades. A lot has changed as far as people's normal R&R. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, it's so funny, because I don't know if you remember, but when you were a little guy, back when we lived in Lexington, I don't think I ever told you this either, right? But son, I wasn't making much money. We were kind of in a bad way at that time. Our lives were very different than they are right now. I was less than paycheck to paycheck kind of guy. I just was. I'm not proud of it. Good, bad, the ugly, right? It's the truth. Power went out for a few days. We didn't plan on it. I didn't have a, supplement for food, and, we just, I don't know, after, second day in or whatever, you started to get hungry. I was hungry too, but you're my responsibility to take care of, right? And I just kept waiting for the power to come on so we could just cook something that we had, I'm like, man, what the hell am I going to do? So I was really freaking out. What did we do right after like the 10th time of opening the fridge? We're like, well, what do we got? I don't know. We got some little smokies. We got some veggies, right? Chopped up some potatoes, whatever. Threw that in the tinfoil, fired up the grill, and we made, campfire hobo dinners, right? Funny enough, right? You remember how funny that was? We were just laughing and joking about it, and we thought it was the funniest thing. And then that turned into like a household tradition for us, right? And then the more I thought about that night, I started thinking about our lives, right? That was our lives together, man. We didn't have a bunch of money, but we had a great time all the time. Why? Well, because we were already adapted to that environment that everybody else is trying to deal with now. Yeah, I remember you couldn't wait for me to get home, man. Get home, and what did we do? We'd go for walks. We'd go for bike rides. We'd go to the park and play soccer. We'd go up to the canyon. I don't know if you remember this, but man, there was one point we were camping so much. We went up to the campground, pitched a tent, set our whole tent up, and then we would drive down in the morning, hit the apartment, shower, get ready for school. I'd take you to school. I'd go to work. I'd pick you up after I got off work. We went back up camping. We camped for weeks, man. That's the kind of stuff we did. We weren't video arcades and, at the mall blowing a bunch of money, this, that, whatever. We were always social distancing, right? That was our lives. We weren't going out and doing all the crazy stuff that everybody does now. And so I guess that was kind of our norm. Everybody has to adapt, right? So I get that process. And in that process, there's stress, right? And that stress creates anxiety, and that's where people get short-tempered, and emotions run high, and that's where you start to have challenges. For me, adjusting and adapting to all the noise being gone is, I'm filling that full of other stuff, right? Filling my head full of different things. I'm trying not to sit there staring at my phone with some crazy nervous tick, right? I've been to the point in the last couple of years, I just check the time on my clock so many times, like crazy, right? But it's just what I do. So now I'm trying to fill my head full of much more valuable information instead of just white noise or crazy racket. So, I've been working on a lot of projects, doing a lot of fun stuff. I've been doing a bunch of bike riding, getting out and doing that, doing my projects around the house, getting my honeydews done. Seems silly, right? Spending time with these crazy dogs, they definitely need a lot more attention than they've gotten. So I've been spending the attention with the dogs. And, it's definitely been healthy for me. So I'm appreciative of the opportunity to work through this, I guess. Most importantly, son, message of the day, right? I hope you're focusing on up here. You talked about, your situation and getting into that routine, right? And stay healthy. That's all I'm trying to say. Message of the day. Be careful because people are getting hostile and aggressive, and I want you to be safe and keep yourself healthy and focus on the noise up here, man. Keep it clean, keep it healthy. I love you, son. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good day. What? Come here. Okay, you want to say hi? Come on, you can say hi to Troy. Come on. You can say hi to Troy. Come on. Oh, good boy. Yeah, you want to say hi to Troy? There you go. Okay, jump down, big boy. Get down. Where are you going? Ugh. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. If you'd like to see more, click on the top left. If you'd like to see Troy and his videos, please click up on the top right. We'd both greatly appreciate it, if you enjoyed the video of course, if you would like and subscribe down below. Feel free to leave any comments, questions, suggestions. We'll gladly reply in kind.